Bill, what's up?
Oh, we're going.
We're in.
Early.
No, it said go. It said time to go.
No, it was counting down.
Oh snap, here we go, Philip says. What's up?
I didn't even know.
Oh, we're going, she says. Yeah, we are. I love it. Oh, did you bring it up? I don't think you brought it up over here yet.
No, I'll do that.
Cool. Brian has a question. Brian, are you in here yet? We're early. We're early. This is gonna have to be square, else it's gonna bother me. Janae, how's it going?
Oops, sorry.
You can actually just pause it if you want. There he is. Brian, don't let me forget to answer your question about audio, all right? And then you can hit those three dots and hit pop out chat. And then it just like makes it easier to see everything. You know what I'm saying?
Live chat though, right?
Live chat. Yep. Live chat.
Logan.
Bill, we were going to tell the story tonight of when you fell on your moped.
Do we have your permission?
Inspired by my fall. Alan, I'd say I'm still sore. Yeah. I need more pillows or something.
You could have one of mine. I think I have too many.
What's this? There we go. Mark, what's up, man?
Did you want to talk about your spill at all?
Yeah. So before we get to Brian's question, let's break the ice with a little chat about falling on my one wheel. Will you reenact your reaction when Cody showed up all busted? So
we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that. We'll address my
Let me just recap what happened. So the one wheel is a very safe and wonderful piece of equipment if you use it properly. And I didn't read the manual. I was like, yeah, I know how to use this thing. So there's something called pushback, which is basically the way that the one wheel signifies to you, hey, you're going too fast. I'm about to have to stop. Because the one wheel is basically like a Segway. It just is keeping the wheel underneath you, but at some point it can't keep the wheel underneath you anymore. You know, you can go faster than the wheel. So I basically leaned through the pushback, nose dipped down, hits the pavement. That threw me off the front. I landed I tried. I wouldn't say I tried to roll. My body knows that rolling is the best way. I have muscle memory of rolling from skateboarding. So I feel like I would have attempted to roll, but at that speed, I just didn't. I just landed and slid, and yeah, I got all scratched up. Then Ralph came and helped me out. I cut out a whole conversation with Andy Metrick.
Oh, he was there?
Yeah, so he came outside and he was getting in his car. Andy's one of our friends, and he works right at the building, right across from where I fell.
Crazy.
And I'm like, hey man, and he's like, hey. He's like, is that Cody? I'm like, yeah. He's like, are you okay? You know. So yeah, I could show that to you. I have it all recorded. I don't have him, but yeah. So anyway, I got all fixed up. I went and had that meeting with Chris. And it was a blast. That was that. Amber. So after the meeting with Chris, I took a picture of my face because I had I had these two marks.
Which are now gone.
Almost gone. Yeah, because they're very minimal. And I sent it to Amber. I'm like, hey, I wrecked my one wheel. It's all good though, or something like that. And she's like, all right, great. Are you okay? I think you said, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm okay. So, oh yeah, don't forget to hit the like button if you could do that. That'd be awesome. Then I didn't get home until 11 o'clock that night, midnight that night. Why was I out so late?
Josiah. Josiah.
Right. There's a whole nother story to tell about this that I can't tell yet. but like you, 35 of you, are the only ones who know that this story exists. The story is coming, and it's from that day. Oh my goodness. Like, they're almost two separate events in my mind. At any rate, I'm going to do like a recap vlog at some point and talk about that story.
It was a crazy day.
It was a crazy day. Anyway, got home at 12 p.m. that night, and I was like, I need to take a shower. Everything's still totally, you know, like, I had put all this stuff on, and I used the alcohol wipes and stuff, but like, you know, you need a shower to get clean. So I hopped in the shower. Amber had just gone to feed Avery, I think, right?
Yeah.
So like, I had just gotten in the shower, and Amber comes back from feeding Avery.
I think Avery stirred because you came
Upstairs or something. Okay.
Yeah. And so I took care of her and come back in, and I hear him like
just like wincing from the pain.
Breathing through the pain.
Right.
And I had no idea. I mean, I knew you wrecked, but I did not know.
Yeah.
That there were gonna be like massive wounds on his shoulder and arms.
Yeah.
Arm.
Right, because this one's fine because my camera saved it. My camera completely saved this hand. And still works.
I saw them all at the same time.
Yeah. Plus, I was talking about Josiah.
Right, the Josiah situation. And then you noticed you had forgotten your shoulder.
Then I forgot to wash out my shoulder. I had to get back in the shower, do it again. Amber almost passed out. She turned ghost white.
So I started feeling dizzy. I was like, can I get you water? I was thinking, like, what can I do to, like, help?
I was like, can I get you water?
And then I said, I think I'm going to pass
Amber
out.
Zumla, what's up?
There goes, all the color from my face.
You, like, look at yourself in the mirror, and you're like, uh-oh. I don't have any color in my face. I feel like I'm going to pass out. So she just laid down on the floor. I'm like, put your legs up. Like, because I'm the one who passes out.
Take care of
no,
me.
I don't. Like, Amber
I've
doesn't
never
pass
passed
out.
out.
I pass out. So I'm like, try to put your feet up.
I almost passed
great.
out once, and so I can relate to that experience. But
Bill, that wasn't pain, man. The breeches wasn't pain compared to what I just felt with the one wheel. And also, like, the shower was worse than the fall. Like that, because it was just like the water. Later on, I took a bath, which would have been a much smarter idea, because like that is at least constant water, and you can like immediately get used to it. But the shower, it was just like, it was crazy stinging. It was horrible. Brian, what's up? Brian's on.
I saw Josh is on too.
Man, Josh Pavano?
Yep.
Awesome. We just had this meetup. I mean, some of you might have seen the vlog, or all of the vlogs. There's like 8 of them now that exist, and there's more coming, which is awesome. Wesley, how's it going? Yeah, that was so fun. But yeah, Brian drove from, where's that place in Virginia?
Yeah, like the main.
Williamsburg, Virginia, and then he drove back. And his wife Heather's amazing.
On. All the people.
All you people. Williamsburg. I got it.
Williamsburg.
Heather, thank you for letting Brian come. Amber and I both
Yes.
really, really, really enjoyed meeting Brian and getting to hang out.
I can't wait to meet Heather.
And Josh, Josh, I forgot to tell you this, but I felt like we had met before. I mean, it must just be because I've seen some of your YouTube vids, but I thought I had only seen that one. At any rate. Yeah, it was so fun to just meet those people. Charles was there. There's a lot of people. There are a lot of people there. And we had pizza. Burke drove down from Massachusetts. Oh my goodness. All right. Yeah, so that's how Amber reacted to the one-wheel wounds.
Yep. Yeah, and they're getting better, so that's good. But there's some intense ones that were.
I did just fall on the one wheel right outside, right before I came in. I was one wheeling because like I'm addicted to it. I can't stop, won't stop, and like I fell a little bit, and I'm fine, I'm totally fine.
Did it open again?
No, I mean, but like anytime you like move my wrist fast, it feels like
It's ripping.
Yeah. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Those injuries looked rough. Lincoln, thank you. They were rough.
In person.
Right. Yeah, people were mad at me for like not doing a better job of showing them. Yeah. Oh, Josh, thanks, man. Yeah, I dropped that one while you were driving, I think, so you probably didn't get to see that until later. Yeah, that was so rad that Catapult was like, yeah, show them how you quote it. So I hope that Catapult gets like you know, a little SEO bump or something from that, because I think that, you know, that was one of the things that, and I even said this in the video, quoting for video isn't easy, and it's like kind of this ever-changing thing. So the fact that I didn't know how to do it, and I still don't 100% know that I'm doing every single thing right, and like, you're always wondering, am I going to lose money on this? I just feel like it. Amber said when I got back after posting that video or something, she was like, I just love that you're willing to talk about stuff like that. And I'm like, right, like, yeah, I think we need to talk about stuff like this.
I feel like so many people think like that's kind of like, don't touch that area, and everybody's different, or you shouldn't talk. At least growing up, like, it's like, don't talk about money.
Yeah.
That's like a private thing.
Right.
And I mean, we're kind of making our whole life public, but
we get to publicize and privatize whatever we want.
But I feel like you do it in like a respectful, healthy way. It's not just like throwing it all out there.
Right,
like,
right.
You know.
Yeah.
I think you do a good job.
Yeah, Josh, I realized that I had actually meant to say, like, do a funny thing that was like a counter that said, this episode will resume in 7, 6, 5, 4, so that people knew that I was going to come back to finishing the quote. But like those graphics and stuff, that takes too long sometimes for me. So I just end up not doing them.
You had to abandon it.
Yeah.
The thumbnail. That's fun.
Yeah, man. Eric, your clients need you to be profitable. Like, that's just 100% the truth. Yeah, I mean, exactly. It's the worst thing if you aren't, and then they want to come back and use you again, and then they're gonna that's gonna waste time and money for them, and they're not gonna get a product that they want to use. They need you to be profitable.
Will you travel Ireland when you are here?
Dudes, I do not know what the itinerary is in Northern Ireland, so I think so. So there's something called like creator trips or excursions or something, and I'm thinking that means we're traveling around and making vids, but I don't know what that is, and I don't know like if we're meeting up with people or if we're like making that itinerary public or not. Like, I'm pretty much gonna go to the airport tomorrow, get on an airplane, and that's all I know. Like, that's like, today I just shot him a message. I'm like, hey, should I take public transport to wherever we're staying, in which case I would have needed the address, or is someone gonna pick me up at the airport? And they're like, no, we'll pick you up. So Hector, what'd Hector say?
Can't stay, but wanted to say hi.
Thanks so much for popping on.
He called you last week.
You called me? No, you didn't. Didn't see that happen, man. I would have called you back. What's that profit lesson? Yeah. Yep. Gotta bump up rates. Do you say you do 150? Yeah, we kind of base things off of $150 per hour per person. It's kind of a base, but if you look at something like, for instance, the full day shoot, I forget what it is now, but it's like just over $1,000 for 2 people for 8 hours. That's like not $150 per hour per person. So that's what we base it off of, and then we kind of flux from there. See you, Lincoln. Thanks so much for popping on. Amber has not ridden the one wheel yet. It probably won't be. Well, I guess I could set up the camera and just like let that happen, and then. But yeah, she wants to. She has a desire to ride the one wheel.
I want to, and Cody told me tonight.
Judith, my arm is doing well, is healing up. These under here are less healed.
Need one healthy parent, that's true.
What?
Brian said you need one healthy
That's
parent.
true. Hey, mama.
I think I will never go close to any kind of fast speed. I would just like do a nice little cruise.
Well,
like
the issue is that it's harder to go slow.
That's how it always is.
Right.
Jet skis, everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I just like to enjoy myself as opposed to like feel like I'm gonna die.
I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. Eric Thurston just won tickets to Power Video? I saw you tweet it out. I didn't know that you won, man. That's awesome. I'm super amped. Are you going to be able to get there? Are you going to make it? Oh, that's radical. We consider this our podcast. So we do have an Anchor account, and we have most of these recorded except for the one that we deleted by accident. So eventually I'll start putting those up there again. Again, it's just workflow, man. It's like I really am pretty much at my max capacity of what I'm able to do with the vlog. You know what I mean? So this has been really fun because Amber and I get to do it together and we love it. But like just the added step of having to then like download it off of YouTube and then upload it to Anchor is like just a little bit too much for me to do consistently. So sorry about that. Aubrey, I'm glad that you're here watching. The comments, maybe if you're on your phone, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to explain it. But you can just text us. If you have any questions, just text us. It pops right down the top. It's basically like super chat, but it's a text message.
He's talking to his sister.
My sister Aubrey.
Micah is doing something super fun tonight.
Awesome.
Getting s'mores, outdoor movie in the backyard.
I love it.
I want to be there.
Yeah, that sounds really fun.
Yeah, so going off of what Cody had mentioned about the podcast, we do have it, just haven't uploaded to podcast. So you just gotta watch us or listen. I mean, really, you can just listen to it.
But yeah,
it's not like the most pressing thing.
It wouldn't be like an edited podcast. You know what I mean? It would be basically a live podcast. I mean, it will be this.
Right.
This is the podcast. Is what I'm trying to tell you. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So it makes me think that podcast with me and Matt Diavella is probably going to come out soon. Wow. I think he said the beginning of September, which would be super rad. Thanks so much, Wesley. Get it, man. Get it. Dud. Watch and subscribe. That must have been a different thing.
Look at Brian. He's being a moderator right there.
Yeah, you're not logged into me. Nobody's logged into me. I can't make Brian a moderator.
Even though it's on my channel?
Oh, it is your channel. It's good that we're not logged into me. Brian, boom. Consider yourself a mod.
Where's the thumbs up sign, Micah said. We put it away.
I put it out in the shed.
We tried
I don't love it. I just saw it sitting over there and I was like, let's bring that into the live right there tonight. Yeah. All right. Should we tell that? No, let's answer Brian's question about audio.
When are you reaching out to your Patreon supporters? You can help me with my videos and I'll give some advice on the arm.
Who said that?
Dr. Creighton, shoot.
Yeah, awesome. Tomorrow. So I need to, I think everyone just got charged on the 1st. And so I need to write that newsletter tomorrow. And then I'm going to send out like a scheduling link for everybody who has the 1 hour time blocks of consulting. And then, so yeah, it won't be like the consulting won't actually happen next week. It'll happen the following week. I'll open up basically, I think there's 10 people and it'll be 10 slots. You know what I'm saying? So first come, first serve. It's going to be a fun thing. Yeah.
Yeah. What if they can't do it that week?
Then they can talk to me and we'll figure something else out. But they better be able to do it that week.
I just mean like, what if they're like on vacation?
Yeah,
I guess
right.
Vacation would be a great time to do it. But
yeah.
Boundaries, I'm just thinking like the other side of things.
Mm-hmm. You're always good at that. All throughout college, I'd be like, here's what we're going to do tonight. And Amber would be like, what if these two people don't want to do that because I know that they don't? And then everybody's not going to be happy. So Amber's good at thinking about the whole collective. I'm good at thinking about everything that I want.
I was going to say, thinking about yourself. Oh, man. You also have somebody signed up to do the group.
Which is just gonna be a one-on-one.
They got like a discount.
Yeah, they got lucky.
Off.
That's awesome. Fly Rodu, I am 32 years old. What do you like to do? What's your hobby, Amber?
My hobby.
What's your hob? We gotta answer Brian's question about audio.
yeah, Brian's question.
Can I answer what's your hobby?
Yeah.
No?
So I'm all about relationships, and I just like to be with people and grow in relationship with people or help them grow in relationship with other people.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's very general, and that doesn't really sound like a hobby. I mean, I feel like a lot of my life right now revolves around taking care of the girls. That feels kind of 24/7, and then when they're napping or sleeping, I'm either resting or watching TV or spending time with Cody or trying to see if there's something that I can do to help Cody out in all of the many areas that he's working at. But yeah, my degree is in counseling, and I do work with international students currently as an international coordinator, and then I also work with families who are going through adoption, and I will be training biological children in the home and what to be prepared for when a new child enters their home. So I'm excited about that. That just starts this month for the first time, and they'll be once a month. So I have 2 little side gigs, which is nice. It's nice to keep myself involved elsewhere, but yeah, I'm just all about relationships.
Cool. Hobbies.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard when it comes to hobbies because, like, there are definitely things I would like to do or that I feel like I used to do well.
Mm-hmm.
But I just don't feel like there's really time, mostly right now. They're not like a priority right now. So.
Got warm in here.
I know.
I just went and turned the air down.
I turned the air down.
I turned it down even more. Why is it so warm?
I think it's this light.
No, those are cold. They run cold. You could touch that thing right now.
Well, we just got a new air unit, so it better be okay.
Better be cool in both ways. That's
awesome.
Board Photography said, have you tried to expand to the Latino creator community? That would be it would be awesome to expand your vlogs. I have just always been under the assumption that people who like me will just watch me regardless of what they are. You know what I mean? Like, you know, where they're from or what their language is. Like, I was so surprised when so many non-English speakers started watching me.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, I would love to expand to the Latino community, but I also am really sensitive to, like, not trying to do anything that is really outside of my wheelhouse. So maybe you and I should chat about, like, what that means in your mind about, like, how I would expand to the Latino community. You know what I mean? Because I love you, man. You come out on every single one of my vlogs, and I want to talk to you. If you want to talk about that, that's what I want to talk about. It's awesome. Yeah. You know how it's like, I'm sure y'all have this, where, like, there's somebody who always comments on, there's this crew, there's this, like, core crew. I just want you to know, if you comment on every single one of my vlogs, I absolutely love that. I absolutely love that. Thank you so much for doing that. If I like and heart your comment on my vlog, that means I read it. I don't always have time to respond, but I did read what you're writing. Just want you to know that. Josh Pavano said that he thought I had a robot doing that for me.
Really?
Yeah, he's like, because I didn't think it was possible.
Right.
You know?
Yep, it is. He does it. I like that Josh had said his family did foster care since he was, like, 9. That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's beautiful and hard stuff right
Yep.
there. What's your goal for YouTube?
Do I want to make it a full-time job or just keep doing daily vlogs and keep working in your company? Yep, I want to keep doing daily vlogs, keep working in my company, and make new companies and products and things and do stuff like that. But I want YouTube to make way more money for me than my company does. I think that would be cool. But I would still have my other full-time job, and, like, so YouTube would be my full-time revenue stream, and then everything else I could consider those things hobbies, even though they would probably be bringing in some money too. What are you typing over there?
Oh, well, no, we're just gonna tell him. Brian, the text on Cody's shirt is just flipped because we're using the
Mirror.
mirror on the iPhone.
Mhm.
We see if you can figure out what it says.
It's hard. That must be hard.
Yeah, because it's already like unique text.
Right.
But yeah, we find that the iPhone camera is much clearer than the computer, so we like that.
Yeah.
Never give up.
There it is.
You guys are really fast.
Yeah, crushed it. 10 Maker Pictures. Talk about the decision to show your beautiful family in the vlogs. I have a feeling that's Aubrey, my sister. Yeah, I can. If that's you, or if it's just a different Tent Maker Pictures. Yeah, so I think I might have talked about this, but I don't know if I've ever talked about it in a live. At any rate, I feel like it could really go two ways with the girls. One is they could grow up and they could be like, Dad, why'd you put me in the vlogs? Like, that was my personal private life, and you should have, like, not done that. So that could happen. The other thing that could happen is they could, so say I decided not to put them in the vlogs. They grow up and they could be like, Dad, that was such a huge part of your life. Why didn't you put me in the vlogs? Like, I feel weird that you have this massive portfolio of your life, but has nothing to do, like, I am completely outside of it, you know? So I was like, I think more likely than not, they're gonna go with the latter one, so I decided to put them in. But yeah, I think as they grow up, and even now, to some extent, like, it's funny that you said this, because Finley is, like, the center, like the learning thing about tomorrow's vlog is Finley. Like, it's like the thing where I use Finley to make a point. So that's funny that you asked that question. But even now, I think whenever, you know, to some small degree, she can express whether she wants me to, like, not be recording her or something like that, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like they're not in as much as they used to be, but they're still in a little bit, and I like that. Finley likes to see herself right now in the vlog. She doesn't go, like, crazy about it, like some kids could, I think. But,
right. I feel like, is that Niall? Niall, I feel like that as well. With, like, every person I ever watch, I'm like, huh, we would be friends if we were hanging out right now. Like, why aren't we hanging out right now? I also feel like that was Zac Efron. Zac, if you're watching this, I feel like we would be friends. Just watching The Greatest Show about 40,000 times, I'm pretty sure we'd be cool. Yeah, Logan, we're still gonna meet instead.
Would you put your daughters on the vlog if you had 1 million subscribers?
Yes, I'm a huge believer of you shouldn't do in front of 1 subscriber what you wouldn't do in front of 1 million or 10 million or 100 million, and vice versa. So, like, if you wouldn't release the vlog late to 1 million people, then don't release it late to 10 people. Or if you wouldn't XYZ, whatever it is, but, like, your audience is your audience is your audience, and it's going to grow. You know, and mine I hope grows over 1 million. So I'm thinking about it that way already. Good question.
Yeah.
Yeah. Family bonding, family affair. Yeah. I think the only other thing with it though is sometimes I feel like, why are they not in it more? Because they are allowed to be in it. It's like, why are they not in it more? But then I'm just like, Cody, why would you put that pressure on yourself? Like, just be with your family when you want to be with your family. If you don't feel like picking up the camera, then don't. You know? You know how I feel about that? That's how I feel about that.
Judith addressed she's scared to put kids on her YouTube channel because of the weirdos using kids' faces.
Yeah.
And stuff.
Yeah, weirders are going to be weirdos. You know, my kids are on Facebook.
Right.
My kids are there. It's just like, I can't.
I feel like you either remove them totally, like never put them on there, or recognize. I mean, I get that, like, by being on here, there's more potential for that, but yeah, we just.
I kind of feel like it's like my fear of heights. You know, like, I'm afraid of heights, but I don't let my fear of heights control my life or wanting to go up in high places and do things that are scary. Like, yes, it's scary. Even, you know, I think even to some degree, just vlogging at all and just like making any part of your life public is scary, you know. And one of the things that we've thought about with that is like our house number, or the fact that I like people know what my neighborhood looks like. When I was hanging out with Fantastic Joe yesterday, he was like, "Oh, that's funny. I thought you lived over there because there's a condo thing that looks just like yours over there." And that, like, you know, that's Joe, and I know him, but at the same time, I was like, "Oh, it's kind of weird that people know what my house looks like."
Right.
You know what I mean? So, but yeah, so there's precautions that we've taken, but also there's just kind of like I'm not going to allow myself to be controlled by fear.
Yeah.
Have you seen any kind of revenue numbers now that you activated ads? Yeah, I make about $20 a day, and love it, love every second of it.
When are you gonna make the video where your business partners talk about their thoughts?
They said in the fall. So like right now, it's super busy at Cap Collective. So in the fall, which I guess technically it is fall now. I think someone just told me that summer ended like a week ago.
No, September 21st.
I thought they were wrong. I was pretty sure they were wrong. But yeah, no, so later on, I'm thinking like maybe October. I would love to do it sooner, but I totally understand that like they're very busy, very busy people. So yeah.
We're excited to see what they have to say.
Yeah, everybody is.
Yeah. 80% of pilots are afraid of heights.
Niall,
Interesting
cool.
statistic. I like that.
Right.
Niall's the one. Niall, do you live in Ireland? He's the one that said traveling around. And it sounded like he lives there.
Cool. Very cool.
September 20th. Thank you, George. Maybe that's the only one that's not on the 21st.
You mean autumn? Josh said you mean autumn? Yes, I do mean autumn. I do mean autumn.
He watched your vlog from today. Was it today or yesterday? Well, recently.
2 days ago or something.
September ends on August 21st, Jay said. Well, what is it? George said September 20th. Jay said August 21st.
Alexa, when does summer end?
We're asking our Alexa. She doesn't.
2018. Summer in your current location began on Thursday, June 21st, and ends on Saturday, September 22nd.
September 22nd?
Saturday, September 22nd in our current location.
Okay, Brian said usually September 21st. So Alexa says
I'm gonna
September 22nd.
I'm gonna listen to the robot in this situation. The robot knows best for this one. Summer ends when you want it to. Logan for the win. Boom.
Yeah, it can vary on the 22nd or 21st each year. Oh, that's interesting.
Jay, what was everybody who was at the meetup yesterday? I want to hear. I mean, I know a lot of you vlogged about it, but I want to hear your number one takeaway from meeting with all those awesome creators. Please drop it in the comments. Amber, with your counseling background, what are some of the immediate character traits you can spot when watching people's vlogs?
Oh my goodness.
You know that's Aubrey, right?
I know.
All right.
You gotta like give me time to process.
All right, yeah,
that.
you think about that and then vlog about it later. No, you West Coast people are jealous. Philip, I was on the West Coast, man.
Yeah,
I did a West Coast one, but you weren't there.
I was jealous when you were there.
I'm jealous of myself every day. I don't know if that made sense. I thought I didn't care about the other stuff. Notice that today I didn't. Yeah, when you're talking to camera, that's really cool. I think that's so. Logan said he didn't care as much, like when he was talking to his camera, what other people thought, and I think that's super true. When you see other people doing and you're around other people doing exactly what you do, it gives you this crazy amount of freedom. There's so many people doing what I'm doing. I want to learn from all of them. Energy that happens. So many creative people were all in one place.
I agree with that. I felt super energetic.
It was,
the whole time,
Steve.
Like I couldn't stop talking.
It was a very young group, and that's what I'm talking about, man. Doors wide open for anybody over 40.
We were glad you were there, Steve.
Yeah, man, that was rad. What did Chris say? Midwest peeps are jealous too. Yeah. Luke is trying to set up a meetup in Wisconsin that I would love to go to. I think it's something that was reinforced, that listening is the best asset. You never know who you are in the room with. Yeah. Yeah, that was pretty rad, man. And like you were listening to that person as they were talking to you about I can't remember the name now. What was the name of that festival that we were at?
Capona?
No, the Festival of India. Like, there's a holiday. I think it's
Oh.
called, like, Hare Krishna, maybe.
I'm not sure.
And Josh is a great listener, is all I have to say about that. I'm so glad that you did that. That was radical. Jasper, do you ever have ideas that you don't feel like you can accomplish in a day and end up having to put it on the back burner and do something simpler? Yeah, man. Yeah.
I remember one time Cody was texting people, like, can you come down here? Today
Right.
I have this great idea. You still made that idea happen, just with different people, I
Right.
guess. But, yeah. That was just an example.
Anybody over 40. If you're getting close to 50, you're included in over 40, man. Love it, George. Yeah, actually, one of my favorite, Jasper, one of my favorite videos that I've ever made is a day when I tried to do a video and couldn't and then failed. So the video is just talking about failing at trying to do it. And it's one of my favorite videos I've ever made. I'll just drop a link. It's just Brian. Brian, don't worry about it, man. Alejandro's here too.
And Micah. He's in and out.
Oh,
Maybe.
okay. I thought
mean,
Micah was doing s'mores.
He's doing something really fun, but he can't stay away.
Yeah. I don't know what that one's called, or else I would take you to it.
I've really been thinking about Aubrey's question for me
Mm-hmm.
about the character traits that I see in people as they're vlogging. And I just keep going back to, the people, I don't watch a ton, but the people that I watch are people either that we've met or that are in the No Small Creator group that occasionally I'll click on, or like Cody and I have talked about. And the people that I've met in real life and their vlogging self, I can pretty much say that, so it hasn't been a ton of people, but they're like who they are. Like they're the same person, same kind of character traits that come out, and they're a variety of people. Like no one character trait sticks out in my mind for all of these vloggers that I've engaged with. So it's very like personal to the person, but you're literally hearing like their inner thoughts and like their heart is coming through. Most of them seem to be like people, whether they're introverted or extroverted, people who just like desire to encourage and teach or like share knowledge. I don't know. Those aren't really character traits, but it's hard because it's very personal to each person.
Yeah.
But so far it's been true of the person behind the camera and the person in real life, which I think is the coolest thing.
In response to that question, for me, I think when it comes to Enneagrams, I was reading an Enneagram description of a 3, which is what I am. And it said something like, I don't know. It wasn't totally about a vlog, but it was a kind of cool way to describe what a vlog is. Like, would love it if someone would sit down and dive into their life like some sort of thing. I was like, I think I read it to Dad or something. I thought that was rad. Jasper, I did get your email, but I didn't watch that video yet, man. You know I have a hard time watching videos that are more than 6 minutes long. I think that one's like clocking at 18, even though I really appreciate you slicing some out, making them as short as it could get. But I'll get to it, man. I'll get to it. Just give me some time.
I like that Alejandro said, so there's no one thing that makes a vlogger, and that's so true. I think the biggest thing for me is the reason I'm attracted to the people that I have followed or subscribed to is because they're like just real genuine people. They're themselves
Yeah.
with no matter what their character traits are. And so far that's been really good. I can't say I've come across one person that I'm like, they're just doing this to, I don't know, to get an audience or something.
Right.
You know, like these people have a mission in vlogging, whether it's for themselves or for other people or both. But yeah, it's been really cool.
Fly Rodu said, can I please hand the camera over to Amber to vlog for a day? So I want to do that, but the thing is, you legitimately need to be a professional to use my camera and vlog well with it. So like,
You should
that
just
is
do like iPhone.
right. Like Amber could do an iPhone vlog, but then it wouldn't. That gets to what the second thing I want to say, which is like it needs to be. The vlog that Amber does needs to be on brand with the vlog that my audience is expecting, but it will just be like focused on Amber. So I need to figure out a way to give her a rig that she can like flip on, flip off, and not have to like, learn it for 6 months before she feels comfortable with it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, like G7X, that would, all those things. Watching Cody trying to word that correctly.
Thinking through it.
Yeah. Josh, that would actually be great, especially if it weren't me. Like if it was someone who we know does good vlogs, but they could do like a follow vlog of Amber. I think that would be pretty cool. But yeah, it would just be, so here, I'll just be 100% honest with you. The thing that would bum me out is if Amber would get done with it and be like, I don't like it, and it's not even like right. It's not even what it was supposed to be. It's like, I want Amber to come across as her true her, and like it took me 113 vlogs to be able to come across as my true me. And so to just give her a camera, that would be like being like, okay, day one, now go make something that you're proud of. And that would just, in reality, what I'm saying is you just need to start your own vlog channel, cut your own vlogs, do your whole own thing. What? I'm completely kidding. I'm completely kidding.
No, I definitely think it'll happen someday. And I think it's, the way that I've treated YouTube so far, though, has always been like, I'm not gonna, whatever happens, happens. Whatever expression you catch or words, like whatever sentence I say, even if it's not like a happy, it's like, this is how I feel right now. You know, like, so I think I would just kind of go into it similar. Like, okay, this is happening, this is fun, this is different, and whatever happens, happens.
Right.
And it'll be good. I just can't edit it.
No.
That's for sure.
But I mean, I wouldn't have anything else to edit that day, so I could edit it.
Right. No,
you know what I mean?
have to edit it. Yeah. That's what I'm
But
saying. We also talked about like doing a roll, I guess.
A cinematic B-roll challenge.
Cinematic challenge.
Like she would do it because like at some point she was filming. It was when I was driving in New York City. She had the camera, and someone commented like, "Dude, Amber's better at B-roll than you," or something like that. And I was like, she is pretty radical at it. So someone suggested a challenge.
Right.
And I thought that was awesome.
But again, we're sitting in the car and Cody's making sure like I'm doing everything.
I'm like reaching over and like adjusting the ND filter and like adjusting the f-stop.
It's not always like that. It's more just like when I can't get it right or I like did something like
right. You just ask
I turned
me
the wrong thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Again, and that's not saying anything at all. It's just saying I legit have been using the camera for 243 vlogs or something. Like it's an extension of my body now, so it's hard for just someone to pick it up and use it. Cody Amber collab.
Yep.
Jay, we collab every day of our lives. How do we meet? Yeah, Flyroda, we already answered that question, man. We have like a long one about this, but just the quick story is we met at college. First day of college, I was looking super cocky. Amber saw me. She was like, that's one of those kids who, like, knows he's hot. And then, see, like, this is where it turns into a long story because Amber feels like she needs to jump in and,
Right,
like,
I always
correct
feel like
it.
I need to
She doesn't
clarify.
say stuff like that, but it happened, la, 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 la. Anyway, she was dating somebody else at the time. They broke up. A month later, we started dating. We dated all through college, got engaged. Fantastic engagement story that I'm super proud of. Boom, got married. Boom, kids. Here we are today.
Yeah, we have that, but you took your lives down, right, from your channel. So
Yeah, I gotta re-upload those here.
you can put them on mine.
Right, I'll just put them up here.
Yeah.
While I'm
You'll
doing
have to
that, I
check
might as
out.
well just go ahead and put them up on Anchor too. Man, anybody who subscribes to us on Anchor is gonna get like 17 episodes in an hour. It's gonna be rad.
All day long.
Yeah. 5 more, then you get to 400 subs. Is anybody here
That's crazy.
that is not subscribed to Amber? This is our live stream channel. So this is where we do these Sunday Night Lives. This is all you're ever going to get from us on this channel, unless we convince Amber to start a vlog. In which case,
Maybe-
you'll start getting vlogs from Amber. Maybe when the girls
Minimum
turn 18.
3 years from now.
Yeah. Cool. What time is it?
Quarter of.
Quarter of. Great. Brian is probably not still here, but I'll answer it. Someone remind Brian that this happened at quarter of. Everybody post-processes audio, man. You got to. Like, that's the point. So the reason your mic brings it in quieter than like max is because if it was bringing it in at max, it would be peaking all the time. Actually, Josh and I were having a conversation about this yesterday. So it brings it in, at like a comfortable level, but then when you process it, like when you're editing with it and you want it to be loud, so that it either can go over top of your music or just be like more, the EQ would be more similar to the way that they mix music, then that's why you're bumping up the gain. So I can't remember if you're in Premiere or not. I'm in Final Cut 10, so I have a very specific way that I do it, and it doesn't add time to my workflow because I use something called a limiter, which is just something I can apply to every single clip, and it'll kind of analyze and bump up the gain, but not into peaking on any clip, regardless of how quiet or not that is. So I feel like Adobe has something similar to that. And even if you're there, but if you're in Final Cut, I can just legit tell you how to do it. It takes a little bit for it to process it, but I'd say it probably takes in total 3 minutes at the end of every one of my edits. So I edit it without adjusting any audio on anything. Once it's all done and like the music's cut and the music is mixed properly, I'll just apply this limiter to all of the clips, and it makes everything really loud. And I like my stuff really loud. So you could do the same thing I did. You could just make it a little bit quieter. I don't know, man. I think DaVinci Resolve is awesome, and I'm glad that it's free, but I haven't ever cut in it before. What else we got? We got any other questions? Can I do channel reviews? Yeah, I can do channel reviews on my Patreon if you would like to hop in a group consulting thing or a one-on-one hourly thing. I'd be happy to do channel reviews, but we're not going to do them on this live. Did we get everything we needed to get?
Yeah. I never know how to pronounce some of these names. Flyrodu?
Yeah.
For your Patreon one day, you should film yourself editing a vlog and release it there. The whole editing.
That's actually one of the levels.
levels.
That's the $20 level. I'm going to do that once per month. And it'll be like, I'll talk everybody through it though. So it'll be like a tutorial. And the point of the tutorial isn't going to necessarily be how to learn Final Cut. It's going to be how to learn the theory of editing a daily vlog quickly. It takes me about 3.5 hours to edit a vlog.
Brian's rocking it as a mod.
Brian?
He's like on it.
Crushing it. Brian Vlashitz is still here. He totally listened to that whole thing.
He did.
Love it.
I like that Jasper said that he had to turn down your clips.
Yeah, everybody does. When Method Box was like bringing in all of those clips to me, they're like, yeah, we like to do that. We did notice one thing about your clips though, Cody. That was like that they're extremely loud. And he's like, yeah, you do things way louder than everybody else. And yeah, so for me, what that comes from is I can't stand when you're watching like Amazon Prime or Hulu or something like that, and like your content's playing, and then the commercial comes on, and the commercial's like, 17 million decibels, and you're like, what? And you're turning it down. It doesn't do that as much. I feel like there's stricter requirements now around like keeping those two levels the same. But at any rate, I like my stuff to be super loud so that when people turn it on, they don't have to turn up their volume at all. If anything, I want them turning their volume down when they're watching my vlogs, not turning it up. I love all sports, but I don't like watching any of them.
Do you think a 13-year-old boy that has 316, then 2 minutes, you get 322 subs?
I don't understand that question, Studio Geek 32. No problem.
That photo is amazing. That's what Jay says.
What photo?
Our thumbnail photo. I'm sorry.
Oh, of us jumping. Yeah, we had to blend two frames together because
One of us
we
was
could
on
like
scary.
we couldn't ever like peek at the jump at the same time. We're about to leave. We're leaving in 5 minutes.
Apple or Android?
Apple.
If anybody really likes my shirt, that's a female in here.
Boom. No small creator.
You can't see it because it's backwards, but
They can see it.
mirrored.
They can see it.
Yeah. Or you look at the thumbnail.
I love
That's
it.
great.
Yeah, I don't know. We have sold some women's shirts, but I think that most of them just got the men's version.
Yeah.
But now like see how the neckline
like
is.
a-
What's it called? Swoop neck. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
It's funny because I did that
Swoop.
collab with Swoop. I love that. Yeah, hit the like button before you go. 43 watching, 40 thumbs up. I'll take it. Casey, thanks for ordering it. I love it. Did it ship? No, probably not. Chris has been gone. Chris left. He's in like Florida, so it'll probably ship this week. All right? So you don't worry about that. It's coming, Casey.
Gina, you would rock this shirt.
Gina popped
She's
on.
been-
Did everybody watch Gina ride a boosted board for the first time?
Yeah.
Gina,
In a hallway?
also, did you see that wavelength match between you and Bert Cullinane? See what his title was almost exactly the same thing as your title. It was
Really?
radical. Yeah, because they both rode electric
Right.
skateboards for the first time. Yeah,
Yeah.
I love it.
Too bad Gina wasn't at our party.
I know, we got to get that teleportation device up and running. Then we'll do that. An epic Fly Rhoda, you haven't even unboxed it yet, man. That is dedication. I love that.
Huge vlog.
Love that. What do you guys watch? We just started watching Jack Ryan on Amazon Prime Originals.
Yeah, just last night.
Just
We
last
started,
night.
So we don't know.
So we don't know. I liked the first episode. I generally don't watch. I'd say for the first 6 months of vlogging, I hardly watched any TV at all. But I have been able to figure out how to get. Amber and I do like watching TV together. So I feel like we're gonna at least like once or twice or 3 times a week be able to watch something together
yeah.
in the evening, which is nice. But my favorite movie is The Princess Bride, which is why I was so amped that my shoulder looked like it did when I got that. Because if I have the bandage on it, you
Well,
can't see
looks
it.
like it's falling off a little bit.
No, I just taped it only.
The one side.
Yeah, I don't know. My shoulder, when I fell, looked just like Wesley's shoulder after he got out of the swamp. What was that swamp called? I can't think of it right now. But anyway, when he got in that fight with the RRUS and then he goes into the pit of despair. Hopefully I'm not ruining anything for you. But Princess Bride, favorite movie.
Fire Swamp, Bill.
The Fire Swamp?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it is, because it has those fire things. Yep. 2 people said Fire Swamp, and I remember it's Fire Swamp.
Aren't we going right into the fire swamp? Huh. Doesn't compute in my head, but it's because I'm in live stream mode. It's a different thing. I laugh a lot through my vlogs. Haven't watched your first vlogs, but is that something you've always done or something that you developed in your vlogs personality? That's a good question. You've watched some of the beginning ones.
He does not laugh as much in the beginning ones. But that is a part of his personality. I think, like, in general,
Right.
I think in general you laugh a lot, especially in a group of people. So I feel like when you talk about this 113 or 114, finding your voice and like figuring out or feeling that was the first day you felt like super comfortable or like I'm vlogging
Right.
in New York City and I don't like this is great, like in your element.
In my element, yeah.
So I feel like maybe at that point it
No.
happens a lot more because it's like you just like figured out your
Right.
voice for that, whereas like the beginning it was kind of figuring that out and
Yeah.
figuring it out. I don't know how
Yeah, the laughter thing is funny. Somebody recently commented about the like why does Casey Neistat use a boosted board vlog. They're like, I liked this one a lot, much less nervous laughter, do more like this. And that was the first time I had heard it called nervous laughter. I thought that was really funny because I don't actually think it is nervous laughter. I think I'm legitimately laughing at myself because I think whatever I just did was funny. And I think that other people are going to think it's funny.
And he's editing.
I'm not like nervous about it. I'm actually like pumped that I did something funny.
When Cody like is editing his vlog,
Right, I'll be laughing.
I'll hear him
Yeah.
like just laughing
Yeah.
numerous times every day.
Yeah.
Just laughing at the situation, at
Right.
myself, at like it.
Josh, you should have seen me. Josh Pravano, if you're still in here, you should have seen me laughing when you were retelling the story about going up and getting the blessing. I was just laughing, so I just love that story, man.
Yeah, you just laugh a lot.
But yeah, so yeah, I think that the laughter wasn't in there in the beginning because I think I was less comfortable in front of the camera and less willing to
Be yourself.
be funny and be myself. So like as soon as I started being more of myself and I'm a goofball, I started laughing a lot more because I like when I do goofy stuff.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
You weren't totally comfortable being yourself. You were trying to figure out
Yeah.
how to do that. ROUSs.
Yeah. Do you do any exercises to tap into my vlog voice? To tap into your vlog voice? Or any tips to do so? So that's interesting. Alejandro, when I say find my voice, I don't actually mean a voice that I'm using to talk to the camera, like the sound or the yellingness or like the whole, I don't mean that as much as I mean just who I am and how I portray myself, not necessarily how I'm specifically talking. So the way that, like the exercises that I use to find my vlog voice were creating those 113 vlogs, and then like until I slowly grinded into like how I felt comfortable being in front of the camera. But in terms of actually like how right now I'm talking to you one way, but how when I'm like talking to my camera, I'm talking at a slightly higher, like I'm yelling a little bit more. No, I don't have any exercises for that. I just legit pick up the camera and do it.
Do you feel like it helps because you daily vlog?
Feeling
That,
comfortable.
like,
He
you
actually
kinda-
was talking about feeling comfortable
Right.
and charismatic in the
I
vlog.
thought,
Yeah.
because he had it in quotes.
So no, like the way that I do that or did it is like by doing it. That's really the only way. It was just a lot. It was just day in and day out. And definitely doing it in public, being out in front of people. I think when I did Vlog 99 and I was like, the top 5 things I've learned, that's one of the ones is stopping caring what people think of me, like Logan was saying earlier. I cut you off. Were you talking about the same thing I was?
No, I was just going to say, like, because you edit, so you usually edit in the morning,
Mm-hmm.
the vlog that you post that day.
Right.
Like, you edit the next morning. So then you go right into another day of vlogging. Like, do you feel like that's helpful to have a quote-unquote vlog voice or, like, this? Probably, maybe not. You've
No.
just kind of, like, you, like, hit this
Hit the groove
and you've gone with it.
and go with it.
I just didn't know if it was helpful to, like, hear yourself and,
Yeah.
every day.
No, yeah, I don't know if that's helpful or harmful.
Are you ready for the talks you're giving?
Yeah.
Do you read notes or have bullet points and just roll with it?
I'll have bullet points and roll with it, but I need to practice more. So I have the outline, but actually when I do public speaking, so the reason I love vlogging is that I get to edit myself. So I can cut out likes, I can cut out I can cut out pauses, I can redo stuff. Vlogging for me is the perfect way to address a public audience. But when it comes to live public speaking, I know that I'm going to say like more than I want to and so more than I want to and pause and be weirder than I want to be. And the way that I've overcome that in the past with public speaking or addressing an audience live is just practicing it to the point where where I feel like it's really just kind of coming from the core and I'm not gonna. And then at the end of the day, I'm like, whatever. I don't have to be good at live speaking just because I'm good at vlogging, So I feel like for both Power Video and Vid Summit and then Merch by Amazon, they're all just kind of giving me an opportunity to practice, which I'm really pumped about that.
Fitbit just told you it's just about time to get
just
some
about
rest.
time to get some rest, Fitbit says. Thanks so much, William.
There was a question,
Laura, hi.
about do you get asked when people see you with your camera if you're a vlogger?
Yeah.
Or do they just...
Mostly kids.
Yeah.
It is mostly kids for me too. But it's funny, I really liked your question that you said. I only get asked it by middle schoolers, but that might be because I work in a middle school. I thought that was hilarious. And I laughed in my mind. But yeah, mostly kids say, are you on YouTube? And then I normally will stop and say, yeah, here's my channel. I show it to them, try to get them to check something out. But mostly adults just say, what are you doing? And then I say, I'm a vlogger. I have a YouTube channel. Do you watch anything on YouTube? You should check this out. I got 2 subscribers the other day in King of Prussia Mall with Justin that way.
Just hang out at King of Prussia.
Bada bang, bada boom.
Bring them in.
Bring them in, bring them out.
Fly Rodu said, besides Casey and Peter, which YouTubers with over 1 million subs do you watch regularly?
Does anybody else have over 1 million? I just found, uh-oh, I can't think of her name. I just found one that I'm going to start watching her vlogs. Aubrey. Love you too, Abby. Thank you. No. Peter is really the main one. I think that Jesse Driftwood only has like 20 or 30,000 subscribers. I'm saying only because you threw out the word 1 million, but like 10 subscribers is a lot if you think about it. So I understand that he's not close to 1 million yet, but I feel like he's gonna have 1 million very soon or more. And I do watch Jesse's stuff. I really love Jesse.
What other directors? What other directors, filmmakers, or YouTubers do you gather inspiration from? Do you have a favorite director?
My favorite director is a man named Peter Bashai. That's my brother-in-law. Directors. We need to go, people, but you keep throwing out these great questiones.
I know. This will be the last one.
Okay. Huh. No. I don't really have a favorite directors, but I do love movies. Filmmakers or YouTubers do you get inspiration from? I think Burke Cullinane is one of the most inspiring YouTubers that I watch, that I like draw interesting, like where I think about like, how's he doing that? Also Josh Hubbard. I have like aha moments when I'm watching his stuff where I'm like, how could I incorporate something like that into one of my vlogs? kind of inspirational. What?
I just think it's so funny because I watch them too.
Yeah.
And I feel like you all have the same message. You know, like it's all unique to you,
Mm-hmm.
and it's all the same, and so it makes sense that you're inspired by them.
Right,
And
like
vice
you
versa.
can
And-
tell that I'm inspired by them. I'm
and
cool.
vice
I'm
versa.
totally cool with that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah. But so those two YouTubers are ones that I'm inspired by. What was the other filmmakers, YouTubers, favorite
Directors.
director? Yeah. I can't really think of like a favorite director at this time right now. Walking the same paths from different perspectives. I know, Jasper, when you said that, like when you brought that out, I think you said it to me like 3 different times on like 3 different mediums, maybe like Twitter, Instagram, and then like on your YouTube video. And then like 27 things happened where I'm like, that's exactly what Jasper said. Like just the same thing happening from a different perspective.
Yeah.
And then Josh Hubbard actually did a video about it too, where he's like, you know, people say we're copying each other, but in reality, our experiences are just very similar. We're all kind of walking the same path and talking about it happening. That's an interesting thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, just need to apologize to Bill. We never got to his.
Bill never got to tell the
crash
story.
story.
That's okay. I didn't get to tell the story that I set out to tell in today's vlog. So, and I didn't actually record the thing that says that I know that I didn't actually tell that story. So maybe I'll have to go record that right now on my one wheel. Right before this, I was just out riding the one wheel, and it was like, are you gonna ride the one wheel because you're gonna miss it while you're gone? And I was like, yeah. And then I realized how like that sounded bad. I was like, you and the one wheel.
Oh dear.
You understood it. You didn't feel weird about
No,
it, right?
I didn't
All
feel
right,
weird
good.
about it.
Everyone thought that like
But
I
it
was
was kinda-
valuing
I
the one
mean,
wheel over you.
No,
I'm not.
It was a silly thing. I was like,
It was
okay.
silly. It was silly. It was in good fun.
Yeah, you've never really been into. You haven't been the husband that's been distracted by sports
Or video games.
video
Right,
games.
right. Now it's the one wheel.
Well, it's been YouTube,
That's yeah.
and
That's
that's
YouTube.
good. That's
yeah,
good.
right.
It's good. Not that all those other things aren't good. They're good too.
Yep.
But yeah, now it's there's a new hobby that takes you,
Yeah.
which is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for coming out. Don't forget to hit the like before you leave. I think you all have already hit the like.
Yeah.
Really appreciate you. I'm leaving tomorrow. Follow along. Hopefully the Wi-Fi works. Like Amber and I were just talking about the fact that I'm not going to be able to just talk to her on the phone. I'm going to need Wi-Fi to FaceTime with her. Hopefully it all works out. I hope that everything just works great.
Yep.
And yeah, I just am so amped for you to see everything that this week has in store. All right, see ya.